Janome is the brand that makes sewing machines. I need to say that over and over again because there are a lot of brands out there that do a lot of things. But the reason why they're so good at what they do is that for decades, they have been creating the best in the business, top-of-the-line sewing machines that can get all of your crafting done, not just your sewing, your tailoring. It's because of the intense scrutiny they put through their own machines to make sure that they're giving you quality items. Now, the fact that we're able to offer you a today's special on a Janome machine is, first, amazing value for you. But this is perhaps one of the best sewing machines on the market because it does so many things. And I'm gonna show you what you get right off the top because it just goes to show you what you can get done with this machine. Of course, the machine itself, absolutely gorgeous, fit anywhere in your crafting space, anywhere in your home for that matter because of its amazing profile. But don't let the small profile fool you. This is a big deal when it comes to power, okay? This is fully, except for of course the exterior casing, this is a fully metal machine. It is powerful. It has crazy stitching power. We're gonna go into that in just a bit. It comes with a hard case that protects it, which not all machines do. And look at everything that comes with it. Of course, you get the pedal, but let me tell you, you're gonna get every single foot. You're gonna get all the pieces that are gonna make your crafting possible. And I know there's a lot of friends out there that love to craft with paper. If you're a paper crafter, this is going to be the machine for you because you can paper craft like you've never paper crafted before with this machine. We're gonna, of course, show how you can make amazing cloth designs, embroidery, all the things with this one machine. And it's, of course, the most incredible value. Because if you went, because again, this is a machine that you can only get from dealers. We have it here at HSN for you with all the bells and whistles at that incredible value. I'm looking at it right now because I can't believe it. I have 3 sewing machines at home, 3, because that's how much I love sewing. I have never purchased a sewing machine at this value because again, I want a high quality machine that's gonna do all the things and last me for years. That is incredible. $379.95 for a sewing machine that we're gonna show you does so many incredible things. You could use a major credit card. Get 5 flex on this. We love to be able to offer you that. But because we love our HSN customers so much, if you have your HSN credit card, make sure you're using it towards this purchase today because you get 12 months VIP financing. What I love about our VIP financing is that when you break down the payments over time, that means pay it off in 12 months. No interest if you pay it off in that 12-month period. $31.66 is all you're going to pay to be able to get it home and start having the most amazing time crafting and sewing and really doing all the things that you have just been putting off. Maybe you have a bunch of pants and dresses that you have been wanting to hem and you've been putting it off and putting it off. Now is the day to take charge and make it happen. I'm gonna welcome in my friend. She's been actively sewing. I cannot believe she's sewing right now with this incredibly tough rope with the Janome machine, making what we're going to show you a basket, a rope basket with this sewing machine. This is incredible. Jennifer Tryon, she has 15 plus years of crafting. She's the real deal, my friends. But she's also been on TV for 20, so she knows how to do this. Show us how to demo
if
live
I can
on TV.
do it, if I can sew live, you can definitely be making a rope bowl at home. Hi, everybody. It's so great to be here. I am sewing on the Janome MOD200, and you've seen me sewing on this 1/4 inch thick rope because obviously if you've got 200 stitches, you're hemming your pants, you're, maybe you're making clothing, but also I want you to know you can switch from regular cloth material to this thick rope to be doing things on paper in the next minute. Things like your card making, adding stitches. Look at that zigzag stitch around, a little swatch of fabric just in the center here on this card front. Could that not be cuter? Little pieces of fabric. I made these little birds, just little ovals, little clouds. This is all done with fabric and stitching. And then to your scrapbooking pages, I know a lot of you are into watercolor. I am too. Look at how I made the watercolor come down with my die cutting and then just change the color of the thread to go along with the ink. Because your Janome MOD200 can literally sew whatever you throw at it, whether you're wanting to do a zigzag around photos, like I've done on these examples here. Isn't that just so cute for a little bit of extra texture?
Yes.
On the pieces, to something thin like paper, to super, super thick like the rope. I wanted to
help you out.
I made that whole rope basket. I'm telling you, this is a beginner project.
That's incredible.
This is a beginner project. All you do is start with a bit of rope. You could take some clothesline, and you can even see how I finished it at the end with that little swirl. All this is a zigzag stitch and white thread. I'm gonna show you how I did it, because a lot of people will be thinking there's just no way as a beginner or even as an advanced
I know a lot of people are
sewer
like, what?
that I might be able to do that. So here you can see I've got the last tail of my rope here.
Look at this.
Clothesline, cotton rope, whatever. Yep. What I've done is gone in and chosen a zigzag stitch. So on the machine, you've got 2 cards full of stitches that you can be choosing from. So in mode 1, this is when you've got all of your practical stitches, including that zigzag. So you can see here, you can toggle, and I'm gonna choose stitch number 7, and that is the zigzag stitch. And that's the one I've been using there. You'll also notice above that number 7, there's a little letter A. And what that tells you is what presser foot to put on the machine if you're using that stitch.
That's incredible.
So if you've been using a machine that has the knobs, maybe it was your mother-in-law's old machine or from way back in the day, it's not helping you out the way a computerized machine will do it. Sometimes people think, oh, I don't need a fancy machine. I'm not sewing that much or that often. You need to know a bit more about sewing to use those mechanical machines, because what happens here on a computerized machine is that it's automatically setting the stitch width and the stitch length for you. And you can increase it if you want, you can decrease it if you want, or you can just let it do its thing.
Yes.
And now, once I've got that zigzag stitch on there, I can either use the foot pedal, or I've got the option to use the stop-start button. So I can press start, and we're sewing. And you can see that 1/4 inch thick rope is no match for this machine. And that's because Janome has all metal parts. Those feed dogs, the little teeth that are underneath the presser foot, they are pulling this big, thick rope through the machine with ease. Now, I'm not even going full tilt because I didn't even mention yet that there's speed control on this.
Ooh.
So if I wanted to go even faster,
look at that.
You can do it. It's no problem at all.
Jennifer.
I'm just feeding that rope in. And then when you're ready to kind of, I'm gonna just give you a hint.
Oh, yeah,
When you're ready to make the walls of the rope, you just tip.
Oh, you tip it.
You tip it, and then the sides will start to form. And these are the kinds of projects that, you know, Janome has a team of makers online, if you go to janome.com, that are literally standing by with projects every week, instructions on how you can make them too using your Janome, because all of their technology builds off one another. So you'll get this machine home and you will not be without inspiration and instruction.
That's my favorite part, because the one thing I learned about Janome when I first met you, Jennifer, is that we talked about all that content that's online, because that's how I do all my projects these days, right? I'm looking for a great idea. I want to see how I can follow through. And it's so great to have that specific to the machine that you're taking home. And again, I want to mention and stress for a lot of our friends who might be brand new to sewing. If you're looking at this machine and saying, is it complicated? Will I be able to pick this up quick? Yes, this is the machine for you. This is the machine for beginners for sure. Because again, we're talking about the digital advancements of having that amazing screen that's gonna tell you exactly what you need to do, exactly what you need to change. It's really, really that easy. And then for our professionals out there, because I know there are a lot of people who are like, I've had the same sewing machine for years, but I definitely need an upgrade.
Yeah.
This is going to be for you too, because think about the projects that your old machine could not do because you didn't have the right accessories. It just didn't have the power. Maybe you just didn't even have the feet. And I will tell you, as a person who's had to buy actual sewing machine feet individually, they cost a pretty penny, especially because if you're not buying the right one for your machine, you could really destroy your machine. And that in itself is a huge expense to have to try to figure out whether or not you can salvage that machine. Here at Janome, with Janome and this amazing partnership we have, you're getting everything in this bundle. You don't have to go out and find it. And the greatest part is that you teach us how to use it.
For sure. And let's go through some of the things that you get with the machine, because I'm going to take you on a full tour of the machine in a second.
Okay.
But if we're looking in front here, obviously it's coming with the machine, the hard case, the pedal, the plug. But these are the things right here that they might look a little strange at the moment, like, huh? How do I use that? Don't worry, the manual will explain all of that. But just so you have an idea, the automatic buttonhole foot, the zipper foot. This is, you know, if you're making garments or little pouches, you're going to want to use that. The clear foot. This is called the craft foot. This is going to let you see those decorative stitches. It's see-through.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is the blind hem foot. I'm going to use this in just a second for something even other than a blind hem. And then the edging foot.
Look at that.
This is going to allow you to get that surged edge.
Girl, can we talk about that for a second?
I know.
Because a serger in and of itself,
that foot,
hundreds and hundreds of dollars, but you're getting a foot as an attachment for your Janome machine. You don't have to get a serger.
No, you don't.
Get
in fact, you can use one of the 200 stitches. It's on here. The edge stitches, there's a whole row of them in mode 1 here of practical stitches if you are into garment making.
Yeah.
You know, all up here in mode 1. So when you're pressing mode, this is going to give you all of your practical stitches. The straight stitch, the zigzag, those edge stitches, blind hem. Look at all of the different buttonholes that you can be doing.
That's awesome.
All of your applique stitches, your heirloom stitches if you were wanting to do smocking or little kids' nightgowns, old-fashioned looking, so cute. And then all of the alphabets. On your machine right there, if you press start, I know you can do it, press start.
Right on the front?
Right here on the stop start button.
Oh, the start button.
Yeah,
okay, I'm going to come in front. It's right here in the front. Okay.
And you can be monogramming, customizing. I'll show you.
She's going to come on over.
I'm going to show you because it couldn't be easier. I've got just some store-bought ribbon here, and you can see in mode A, where the alphabets are, you can program, I programmed in Happy Birthday Ruby. So I could use the foot pedal or the stop start button. I'm going to press start. And on the gift ribbon, I'm just going to keep stitching out Happy Birthday
That's adorable.
Ruby. Isn't that just such a cute idea?
Wait, my
to
friends.
be able to customize your ribbon with the receiver's name, or maybe it's Merry Christmas, or maybe, you know, there's a child in your life that has a name with an uncommon spelling.
Sure.
You can be doing that on your Janome. And you can see I'm not even really doing much. I'm just sewing right on the ribbon.
And you know how sometimes people wonder whether or not they have to give it a little tension or whatever the case might be, but you were talking about those amazingly strong, high quality.
I'm going to show you right now. The feed dogs.
Oh,
because
my
this is the thing where if, you know, we have to get a little bit technical sometimes. So I'm going to take the foot off. So we're going to zoom right in here, and I'm going to use the snap off feature. There's a little button in the back, and I'm going to expose these little metal teeth, because this stitch plate, the teeth, everything here is metal. If you've got a sewing machine with a plastic one of these, this is why this machine doesn't rattle around the table. You've got a drop-in bobbin here, so that's awesome. Super easy to use. You can also see through the case, so you know how much thread you've got left. And these teeth are really what's in, like, people say, I can't even sew straight. That's not you.
That's not you, it's
That's
really the construction.
Strong these teeth are. So I can put my foot, it snaps right back on the machine, just like this. So there's a little bar, it snaps right down. And then if I want to continue on with my ribbon, right under, over top of those feet, and this is what's going to allow you to, if you feel like, oh, I can't sew straight, it's the machine that does the sewing part.
That's incredible.
You're just there to sort of guide it. In fact, sometimes when I'm giving sewing lessons, I see people getting all up into the machine with their hands, and I'm like, just let it do its thing. You know, you're
a high quality machine will do its thing.
You know how when you're driving a car, you don't need to turn the wheel like all the way 90 degrees to get it to turn.
Right.
That's the same here. You can let the machine do its thing. You can't let every machine do its thing. But a Janome machine is built you get what you pay for. You know what I
Yes.
mean? That's that's what's happening here. And you can see, I'm not even touching it. I'm touching the other side so you can see the happy birthday that we've stitched out before. Because this is the kind of customizing that you can be doing. Happy birthday, Ruby's my daughter's name. And you know, just so cute to be able to put it all around a gift, and have it completely customizable. I know if you're watching today, you're the creative type. You want to be able to be giving that sort of personalized touch. But I bet you, you know, you may also want to hem your pants and make a few, like maybe a pillow or a home decor item or a quilt.
It's a really good place to start when you get home your Janome, to just get those projects out of the way so you can get the feel of how great this is, because it can do all the basics.
I want to show you something really cool.
Of course it can do all the basics, but look at how far you can go as you pick up skills.
And the thing that I want to emphasize is that it can take whatever project you want. This is not a one-trick pony machine. That's what you'll see with the Janome. So I'm gonna do something kind of funny here.
Sure.
I cut out before the show. It's a tin can, okay? We all recognize this?
Okay, yeah.
Because I wanna show you, we're talking about the feed dogs, okay? I'm gonna just go right to a straight stitch. So I'm gonna show you how I choose the stitch, and then I'm gonna sew on this can. And so you can see I toggle down to stitch number 1. That's just a plain straight stitch, and I can make it longer or shorter. And I'm gonna start, and so I can go really slow, or I can turn up the speed.
It's going through aluminum metal?
But I also I'm gonna stop for a second.
Yeah.
Let's just go from sewing on the tin can for a second, okay? Without even lifting up the feed dog, or without even lifting up the presser foot. This is what's gonna show you, from going through that tin can to right through a tissue, okay? What else can we put in? Well, we did that, paper. Let's do paper. I'm not even lifting up the presser foot, you guys. That's the strength and the difference that a high quality machine will make. All right, we're gonna do a little piece of silk ribbon again. Let's do a quilting block.
Yes, my gosh. You
can be going from whatever, I mean, I'm not suggesting that you should or ever will sew through a tin can, but it's all to make the point that without even lifting the presser foot, I'm going from, you know, just quilting cotton right back.
Look at this.
And I'm not even touching it.
Right.
I'm just letting it do its thing, and it's not even blinking.
Yes.
And that's the difference that a very high quality sewing machine will make. So whatever—
You made a nice little banner there.
Whatever randomness you might be inspired to make, you're gonna have a machine that can keep up with you.
That's awesome.
And that you will be able to grow with.
Okay, my friends, I know there's a lot of frustration for a lot of brand new sewers when you can't figure out all the things, right? You get your sewing machine gets jammed up because you're using the wrong stitch, the wrong tension, all the things that get you frustrated about the process. This is the machine that's going to make you love sewing again. And I know a lot of us have been waiting for this day because, again, here at HSN, we only invest about 1 day a year on a sewing machine today's special. Today, we have worked with this brand that has been bringing amazing sewing machines to the world. It's straight out of Japan. This is where it started. They have technologically advanced, created this amazing machine that does not just one thing, it does like the amount of processes of like 4 different machines. And that value is what I really want to stress for the people who are, let's say, buying their first sewing machine, or they're buying that upgrade machine, because this is going to work with you from day 1 until you've picked up all those brand new skills. Now, my friends, I just said this does what 4 different machines can do. And you're paying that one incredibly low price that is lower than you would pay for one machine on its own. If you've ever shopped for a sewing machine, you know I'm telling the truth. Look at that today's special price. We're talking about $379.95 for this sewing machine that embroiders, oh my gosh, that it sews, it does the things you want it to do. It also serges the ends of your clothing. For me, that's huge as a cosplayer because I don't finish edges in a way that will take hours. I need it to be fast. If you're that kind of person, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And the fact that we offer here at HSN an opportunity to make it easy for you to afford. We love to be able to make it affordable for you. We've gone the extra mile. We've sought out, 12 months VIP financing. And the way that this works is you use your HSN credit card, and then we will give you 12 months interest-free payments. Spread it out over a year so that you can get this home and start enjoying it, doing all the projects you've put on the back burner at $31.66. My mind is blown. My mind is blown.
It's honestly, this is such a great way to get a high quality machine at an affordable price. Because I know if you're a crafty person watching, or you've wanted to, you know, be more creative, some of the things that you can do, like the beautiful fabrics you can pick. I wanted, you know, just cute. Like, look at this with the cute gold zipper and the, you know, cute fabric on the inside. These are some of the cute projects that you're going to be able to make. Lots of people, I hear them say, oh, I could never install a zipper. Let's do one live on the air, because I'm going to show you. If you're into cosplay, if you're into dressmaking, or even just making a cute crafty pouch like this.
You know I love it.
So I've got a real cute zipper. It's got a little gold hardware. You know, these are the kinds of things you see like on Etsy or in boutique stores that you can be making yourself, no problem. So the machine comes with the zipper foot, and that's the foot that I've got right here. And it's just going to snap right onto the machine. So
look at this.
Yeah, it just snaps right into place. And now when you're doing a zipper, you've got your fabric, like super cute. I'm gonna lay down the zipper, all right? And all you're really doing is sewing straight. You don't have to worry about which, like if you have to do a special stitch or anything like that. It's just sewing straight. So now I'm lining up the zipper just like this. I've got my straight stitch chosen on my machine. And that zipper foot allows you to get right up close to those zipper teeth, okay? That's the thing that I really want to emphasize about the zipper foot, is it allows you to get right up close. So you can, if you're doing something like kind of complicated or a little out of your comfort zone, turn down the speed. And then once you get it comfortable, you can, okay, now I can get going a little bit faster. Off I go here.
Look at this. Zippers always scare a lot of people, but you can get really good, really fast.
Yes.
With a Janome.
Yes, very good. And then you can be installing in no time zippers like this and have that, you know, just cute little gift bags, a hostess gift. You can be giving handmade gifts at all kinds of different holidays. I love being able to show up with like, look what I brought you, I made it. That's priceless.
And you know what, you're gonna wanna show this thing off to your friends. I'm telling you already, I know how it goes. You go, oh my gosh, I got home with Janome, it does all the things. And you're gonna go to all your crafting events and say, I can bring this with me. You know why? Because you've already got this amazing hard case. If you want to use that, you can use it to carry it around. But I just really wanted to mention that we have this available. It's the sewing machine tote.
Yes.
Can we talk about that real fast?
If
it's right over here.
Yeah,
right?
It's right there. And if this machine fits perfectly inside it, or maybe you already have a portable machine that you want to take, you know, to the cottage, to your guild meeting, to, you know, lessons, you can transport your machine. It's got a very hard bottom.
Yeah.
In that
you
bag.
should mention that.
So it's not gonna, yeah, exactly, knock on it, because that's where you're gonna know the real quality, because you need a very strong bag to carry. You know, this is a precious piece of cargo.
Exactly.
You want to make sure it's not getting damaged when you're traveling with it. And that's what I love about having a little bag at the ready.
It's really nice.
Yeah, it's very nice.
And then you get this really nice big pouch pocket in the front to carry all of your goodies. Because I guess this right here, you look at all the pieces.
Yep.
You also have plenty of space for all the other things that you want to bring with you, because you're going to have your thread, you're going to have your scissors, because you already have that, you know, all the things that you need in here. But you can actually carry a little bit more of your other crafting stuff in here. This is a good size.
It's a very good size. You can fit tons of your rulers, your, you know, all of your cutting materials, your fabric. If you're going on a little quilting retreat, you're going to put everything in your one bag.
And make sure you're grabbing at this incredible value, because again, we had 3 flex on this, so you can get this home for $16 in conjunction with your amazing new Janome machine. I will say, I do. I show off my machines. I love them.
Leave them out. Show them off.
Of what they can do for you in your life. I was just mentioning about how you can get home your Janome machine for $31.66 on 12 months VIP financing without interest. I will tell you, I remember the days when I would take, this was years ago when things were more affordable, I would take my husband's pants to go get hemmed, $40.
Yeah.
$40. That is $9 more, okay, fast math here, $8 more than what you would pay for 1 month to get this home.
And can I just show you, you saw me install that zipper. This zipper foot allows you to switch sides, because once I've got the zipper in, I then need to top stitch. Where are we here? There we go. I then want to top stitch down the front. So I'm going to click over to the other side of the zipper foot, attach that one on, and don't worry, you're not going to remember all of this at once, but it's just important to know whatever sewing application you're doing, the Janome's prepared for it. So now with that same zipper foot, I'm top stitching down that fabric, because if you don't do that, and I like to kind of teach people things as we go here, if you don't top stitch down your zipper, your fabric's gonna get caught in the zipper. So it's really important to be able to do that. I can turn it up a little bit, I can back stitch.
Look at this.
There's your back stitch. You can lock stitch, which is gonna tie it right in place. You've got your knife at the side.
Yes.
And don't worry, you'll be installing zippers in no time.
My friends, congratulations to everyone who has gotten this home so far. You're gonna be so excited to be able to get to all of those projects. Thank you so much, Jennifer.
Oh,
Jennifer here is all day. She's here all day, but we have very few to go around for the day. That's how we are managing to keep the prices so good. So make sure you grab it while you can if you haven't yet gotten it in your cart, and hit the buy button, because you don't want somebody else to snag it out of your cart. You got to hit that buy button. Thank you so much, Jennifer.
This was great.
It was a pleasure.
Wait till you see what I'm making next.
Oh, I can't wait. Okay, so really quickly, I just wanted to mention to our friends who are shopping with us, it's a So Crafty event, so we love our crafts. $7.50 to get everything in your cart for the entire day. That's the shipping cost, my friends. Just one low shipping cost for everything. But also, did you know we have a secret sale? You probably didn't, because I didn't tell you yet. It's a secret. Hey, go to hsn.com right now. Type into the search tool, is it secret sale? And no, Craft Happy. That's where you find the secret sale. So your secret code is Craft Happy, and it will get you to all those amazing additional deals that we love to give you on our crafting days. We're gonna take a quick break, but when we return, for all my paper crafters out there, we have some really great stuff from Stamps of Life.